Go across the river and you'll be in New York. And he said, no, I don't think you understand. He made the pilots fly him from Newark to Floyd Bennett Field because he bought a ticket to New York, and by golly, he was going to go to New York. So he gets off at Floyd Bennett Field. The following day, he takes over the amusement park.
You're watching QPTV Daily Social Live. This is QPTV.org's live daily show. I'm your host for today, James. Excuse me. Clear my throat. Sorry. Let's get started. So, the mass vaccination site at York College opens today. There's a list from the New York State website. I'll bring this up for you now. Where this new vaccine site is located at York College. And you see here the eligible zip codes. The hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. beginning today. And it also has other details there about travel, if you're going by bus, and so on. If you're eligible and in that region, you can visit this site. I have to apologize. I was supposed to have the URL up on the screen, but I will have that up on the site later on. But I will tell you now, the URL is https://m-i-eligible.covid19vaccine.health.ny.gov. And if I have a second, I will try to get that up on the screen for you. But you can go there and second, folks. Okay. And it lists the places where you can get the vaccination. Your college is listed here with appointments available. You can click Get Started. You could enter your information. I'll put the URL up on the screen for you right now. That's coming up. Let's try to get that information up on the screen. We can come back to it right after this.
QPTV Radio is on the air, providing community-centered programming from Queens Public Television in New York City. QPTV Radio offers an interesting and eclectic mix of unique content, from QPTV's original podcasts to audio versions of our award-winning television programs. Listen to QPTV Radio at qptv.org or download the Live 365 app on your mobile device, and you can listen to QPTV Radio on the go.
Okay, I just had that there. I'm bringing the that information up on the screen right now. There we go. If you want to screen grab it or write it down, whatever, it's there up on the screen. Now it's time for this segment. February is Black History Month, and we have live shows and programs you can watch anytime on qptv.org. Join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. as Queens virtually celebrates Black History Month in style, as we honor community leaders and brilliant students who exemplify everything that makes our borough great, featuring keynote remarks from New York State Attorney Letitia James. Make sure you watch the virtual Black History Month celebration hosted by Borough President Richards right here on qptv.org this Thursday at 6 p.m.
QPTV Radio is on the air, providing community-centered programming from Queens Public Television in New York City. QPTV Radio offers an interesting and eclectic mix of unique content, from QPTV's original podcasts to audio versions of our award-winning television programs. Listen to QPTV Radio at qptv.org or download the Live 365 app on your mobile device, and you can listen to QPTV Radio on the go.
Coming soon on Spectrum, RCN, and Verizon Files, Queensboro Performing Arts Center presents Keith David celebrates the music of Nat King Cole. Keith David has over 150 film credits to his name. He earned a Tony Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Broadway's Jelly's Last Jam.
I'll tell you about my first and only Tony nomination. That was for Jelly's Last Jam, and I had it was a phenomenal experience. I mean, if you saw Jelly's Last Jam, you know that it was just magnificent conglomeration of wonderfulness. You know, Luther Henderson, George Wolfe, Ruben Santiago, Gregory Hines, Tanya Pinkins. I mean, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And I, was in the journey of developing it. So we workshopped it for 3 years in Los Angeles, premiered it in Los Angeles, and then brought it before it came to Broadway. And it was just an incredible journey, one of the red letters in my life.
Keith David is also an Emmy Award winner whose humble beginnings started in Harlem, New York, and he was raised right here in East Elmhurst, Queens. He realized he wanted to become an actor after playing in his school's production of The Wizard of Oz. At the age of 12, he was serious and studied at the Harlem School of the Arts. And then he went to New York's High School of Performing Arts, SUNY Purchase, and Juilliard. Keith David looks back at a few memorable performances at Performing Arts and Juilliard.
I played Kilroy in 10 Blocks at the Camino Real. That was and that was when I was a senior. Yeah, and did that with Freddie Prinze, playing Jacques Casanova.
Very nice.
And at Juilliard?
My most memorable performance at Juilliard? Oh, I had several. Boosman and Lena, Macheath in the Beggar's Opera, Othello. Those were the highlights. I mean, and Spring Awakening. Spring Awakening was a big highlight.
Excellent.
But we didn't do the musical. We did the straight play.
When I asked Keith about his teachers, he spoke fondly of mentors who passed the torch.
Dr. Chauncey Northern was my first singing teacher, and he was a great, great man and a wonderful influence. And along with him, after I was with Dr. Northern for, on and off about 20 years, then I met Thomas Young and Ben Matthews, and now I've been studying with Mayan Bishop for a few years, and I just love him to life, and and it all followed a great progression, as if they were spiritually taking care of me.
His formal training earned him awards for his narration of 3 Ken Burns documentaries, Jackie Robinson, The War, and Unforgivable Blackness, the Jack Johnson story, and was nominated for his narration of Jazz. In total, he received 6 Emmy nominations throughout his career.
I think my first Emmy nomination was, I think it was for Gargoyles. But now I don't remember what came first, whether the Tiger Woods story or Gargoyles. I was nominated for the Tiger Woods. I've been nominated about 6 times.
Okay, let's try this segment. Okay. What I also want to tell you about Black History Month is that this week we premiered Queen's Perspectives ENN episode 2. And in there, you can celebrate Black History Month with hosts Rosalind Nieves and Rodney Cummins. Rosalind talks to 4-time Grammy Award recipient Chapman Roberts as he celebrates the late legendary actress Cicely Tyson, and Rodney interviews Jaquan Bisnia Moore Williams. You can watch that right here on QPTV.org. Let's take a look at that.
be a Queens native that I really was looking forward to actually, doing this interview with because he's such a creative in every sense of the word. His multifaceted approach to the term living really inspires me through each and every conversation. And it was something I was really looking forward to just, sharing with the world. So without further ado, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, Busy Amore.
Yeah. Okay. Black history, know that I'm black history. Chariot it cometh, but always it pass missing me. I need a Harriet. Slavery mentality, always minus when I tally it. I'm still missing like 40 acres. Still I wake up grateful to learn the infinite. 40 rules in my art, and you hear them all in my sentences. I went to 44 Bed-Stuy, Marcus Garve. Had black teachers feed me knowledge, wouldn't often starve. I'm just pointing out a grateful moment. Cause as a man now, the younger me can better see the great components. Cause somewhere we got low.
Yes, sir. Busy Amore, ladies and gentlemen. That one's called Thrones in America. Biz, man, I just want to always start off right. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us, man.
Shit, thank you for inviting me, man.
I never really ever asked you this now that I come to think about it. How'd you come up with the name Busy Amore?
I gotta thank Queens for Busy Amore. I moved to Queens when I was about 13, 14. And being able to make it into my mid-30s, which is a blessing because so many of my friends didn't. So the blessing that is reaching, mid-30s, and knowing the effect that 2 decades in Queens had, it helped to give me this sense of being, right? Because the thing that I love about Queens is that Queens is so diverse. There are more languages spoken in Queens than there are anywhere else in the world. To be brought up in that, it helps to make you more individually diverse, right? And so, you and I have had the great benefit of traveling the world separately and together. And when we go to other places, we could get up to speed a lot quicker because we were honed, we were trained, our teeth were cut in a place as diverse as Queens. So I think, me being Busy Amore, busy, B-I-Z-Z-Y, being a play on being active and Amore, love in Spanish, actively engaged in the things that I love to do, but understanding that I can be diverse in my doing portfolio because of the diversity that existed around me in Queens County. So, that definitely has a lot to do with it.
Please check that out. That's on QPTV.org right now. Queen's Perspectives. Take a look at all the shows. You could also take a look at our content on QPTV.org. But you could also see it on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, as well as LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also send us an email, media@qptv.org. And make sure you link up, qptv.org, where you can find the listing that you see right here for all of our wonderful channels on Spectrum, RCN, and Fios. It's all there. And of course, once you're there, you're going to want to participate. You see what's on the TV and you say, I could do this. I could become a producer. I can make shows. I can make programs. You can. I'm sure you're doing it right now already. Whether or not it's something you share with your family, or simply something you have this creative itch that you can't get out. QPTV, that's what we're all about. This is Daily Social Live. You also want to subscribe to the QPTV newsletter. You can get all the latest news and updates from QPTV. Subscribe to our newsletter right now. Go to qptv.org/newsletter. newsletter. Okay. Here's an episode of Made in Queens with a unique and exceptional artist that took place before COVID-19 and then with a follow-up.
I don't follow trends. I follow unique people who combine pieces together and create this extravaganza look. And you can see it in my pieces, in my chocolate pieces. It reflects my personal style, and it's something different. It's something unique. It's unconventional. I am Oran, and I am a chocolate artist. I love personal style. I love details, I love textures, I love fabrics. My designs and my candies and chocolates are very aesthetic. I created this line that is called Chocolate Fashionistas. It's a beautiful mannequin on a skin adorned with chocolate dough outfits, and they are all very unique and reflects my personal style, my taste, and the things that I deeply love and passionate about. I was born and raised in Israel. And when I came to New York, I was looking around me and there was inspiration everywhere. The people here are very beautiful and colorful and unique. And I go to these extravaganza theme parties. And then there, the magic happens. I meet the most creative people, and it inspires me. Besides being a chocolate artist, I want to be a chocolate educator. I want to educate people about chocolate. Before you eat, read the ingredients, read the labels. Educate yourself. Ask what's behind this food. Don't take it for granted, because there is a story behind this industry. One of my battles is as a consumer to consume the right product. A chocolate that comes from people who are not slaves. The first response from people when they see my designs is, how can you eat it? It's so beautiful. Go ahead, it's tasty. Enjoy art, edible art. This is what I do. I mean, I do edible art. So it's art, yes, enjoy it, but then you can eat it. I love hearing that. I can't get enough of it. I found the playful side of chocolate, and I love every single of this process from the beginning, from going and buying the chocolates, choosing it, working on the idea, collecting all the materials, all the photos, working on the details, the little details, and to see how a layer after a layer, a step after step, creates like a beautiful creation.
Ooh. Whoops. Sorry about that. Let's get back to that scene.
I don't follow trends. I follow art. So it's art, yes, enjoy it, but then you can eat it. I love hearing that. I can't get enough of it. I found the playful side of chocolate, and I love every single of this process from the beginning, from going and buying the chocolates, choosing it, working on the idea, collecting all the materials, all the photos, working on the details, the little details, and to see how a layer after a layer, a step after step, creates like a beautiful creation. And then the end, to see the result and to see the expression on people's.
I pause just to say, if you want to see this wonderful video uninterrupted by my mistakes, please go to qptv.org and just look for this one. Let's continue.
It's worth everything. It's worth everything, yeah.
Don't mind the old branding.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Lucia Dragos here, and today with me is Moran. Probably I'm mispronouncing the name, the chocolate fashionista. We did a show on her. If you didn't watch that, check it out. And today we'll be talking about work, art, life, and everything in between. So Moran, thanks for joining me. Please say your name because I'm mispronouncing it for sure.
Okay, hi Lucia. So it's Moran. Moran, Moran.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Great. So how is everything? How you've been through this past crazy few months?
So first I want to thank you because it's the first time in the past 3 months that I put makeup on myself. It's the first time. So I'm in my house now with makeup on me and it feels good, you know what? So I feel fancy. I haven't felt this way for the past 3 months. So first I have to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Wow, the past 3 months were very, very busy.
Really? That is
yes,
great.
yes.
In
So,
what,
you know, I'm sorry, what did you say?
In what way? So can you explain a little more what you've been doing?
Sure, yes. So, you know, as the coronavirus came on us 3 months ago or maybe more, I found myself jobless because I used to do chocolate workshops for kids and adults throughout New York cities, on birthday parties, or on events. And then I just, you know, I couldn't do anything. So I thought very fast and I was like, okay, what can I do? How can I share my love for chocolate with the people that, you know, my clients and other people? So I came up with the idea of chocolate kits. And I was supposed to launch this product only in September and October 2020. But because of the COVID-19, I was like, I have to think faster and I have to launch it faster than September. So 2 months ago, I launched it. I made beautiful chocolate kits and I sold it to people. And I sold it to people, and I was very, very busy because it was just the perfect timing for adults, kids, parents, you know, come together and create. So
how did you do that? Is it like virtual workshops, online workshops for kids?
So chocolate kits are packages that I sent to my clients with chocolate shapes, any shape. It can be animals, it can be my chocolate fashionistas, anything, ice cream shapes, or just anything. And with that I pack modeling chocolate. It's like a chocolate dough. It's like a Play-Doh, but it's, you know, it's soft and it's edible. So kids and parents had the chance to decorate their chocolates with glitter and chocolate dough and edible decorations. And it's wonderful.
How the new ideas came about?
I'll tell you what these times of COVID-19 brought to me. A lot of peacefulness, time to think. Before that, it was always like rushing, doing things from here to there without taking the moment or just, think of what I really, really want. And then at the beginning of April, I found myself, quarantined at home. I was like, okay, I have time to think of what I really want, what I want to dedicate my time and my energy to. And I've been dreaming about these kids for the past 4 years.
Wow.
4 years, yes. But believe me, I never had the time and just, the silence, the to take the time breathing deep and say, okay, now it's the time. And at the beginning of April, when it all started, that was the perfect time. The perfect time. As I started working on it, more ideas came. So this is what happens when you have time.
Yeah. So before COVID, you were doing a lot of face-to-face workshops and events.
Yes.
And now you do online. Well, it's more from home, and then you not face-to-face. Going forward, do you think you're gonna do something hybrid, or just continue with that idea from home and then maybe moving virtually and online, like workshops and teaching online? Or where do you see your business going?
I think that it all depends, what's going on around us. If the corona will go away from our life, then it means, seeing people again, which is wonderful. There is nothing like working one-on-one with my clients and with the kids and with adults. I love it and I miss it so much. And all the online classes that I do, it's a new platform for me. Mm-hmm. It's a new platform. Zoom is something that, wasn't familiar to me. And now it's like everything is through Zoom. So chocolate workshops through Zoom at the beginning, I was struggling. Because I'm like, I can't. I need to be with the kids. I need to teach them. I need to touch the material with them. But it took time. And I was like, okay, I don't have any chance to do it otherwise, so I just focused on it. And I made a lot of birthday parties, a chocolate workshop birthday parties with kids, so it was eventually fun.
How did you make that?
So I sent the kids I sent the kids chocolate kits before, like a week, like a few days before their birthdays. And then their moms, their parents, sent all the kids the information, the Zoom meeting and time, and we all met at Zoom. So the kids already had the kits in front of them with some instructions. And then on the time we set, I was there to give them instructions, and we did the chocolate together, and it was just amazing. 45 minutes of workshop that I enjoyed it eventually. After a big struggle at the beginning, I really enjoyed it.
That's wonderful. And that's what I've been noticing. I've been interviewing a lot of people during these times, and I realized a lot of people talk about that this was time for them to slow down, reflect, and then they had to shift gears in whatever business they were doing, whatever artsmanship, craftsmanship. And it was really difficult and hard, but then they grew out of this. They came out on the other side better off. Do you think that's happening for you as well?
Definitely. Because before it all happened, I wasn't really focused on what I want to do. I love chocolate. Chocolate is my word, but I love to do these products, and I love workshops, and I love this and this and this. But COVID-19, being quarantine at home and thinking about what I really want made me understand what to focus on. So I started reading about it. I started talking with people who I really trust. And I was like, I finally found my inner voice.
Oh, that's
And it
wonderful.
was, it is, yes. And I'm in love with my new kits, because for me it's like, doing chocolates and selling chocolates and seeing people, being creative with my chocolates. It's a playtime, and playtime is like, it's wow, it's connecting with your inner child. It's just, it's being in touch with the moment. You are present, you're
You're
doing
in the
something so
flow.
fabulous. Yes, and it's just, and I'm committed as an artist to be, my products are very like funky and playful and whimsical, and it's something different, and I'm committed to always bring something different to my clients, and new clients, old clients. So it's my responsibility and commitment to just surprise them with new products. I've been always very attached to my art, and it's something that I cannot give up on. At the beginning, people called me Chef Moan, but I told them, I'm not a chef, I'm an artist. I come from the art world and not from the culinary world. The foundation is art. And then I was fascinated by chocolate, and I brought it to my world of art. So as I said, I'm committed to be innovative and artistic and whimsical, because it can't be any other way. I can't compromise on something that is just regular. It has to be unique and authentic, and it must reflect my personality and the way I live. And I really hope that my clients and the audience will keep following me and will love my chocolate art.
Great. I asked you before for the future, but what is the most exciting thing that you're looking forward in the next few months or a year?
Well, I really hope that my new kits that I'm launching on September, October will be spread out everywhere, because they will be amazing. And seeing people, creating and working and, putting their struggles of the everyday on the side and just focusing on art, it fills my heart with so much joy. So I really hope that my kids will be successful, and I just want to keep being innovative all the time, to come up with new kits, with new products, and that will be my biggest success, to see my kids spread out and make people happy with my chocolates.
Great. Thank you
Yes.
so much. And it was great to catch up with you and see how you've been doing. I love where your artistry and the business is going.
Thank you
so much.
Yeah, I'll have more commentary on these videos as we go along. I just spent a lot of time with that video handling some technical issues, but it's a work in progress, as I like to say. But it's fun. I actually like the challenge of fixing problems as we go along. I like the trial by fire situation we have here. And I hope you enjoy it too, because we got a lot more of it, I'm sure. And with that, thanks again for tuning in to Daily Social Live from QPTV. We'll be back again tomorrow with more on what you should know from Queens Public Television. We can't do this without you. In fact, we're here for you. We're here because of you. And we want you to become part of our real life social network. Go to qptv.org to find out how to watch, learn, and create with QPTV. Tell your friends about us. Share and subscribe. Stay safe and be well. Bye.